ready.
Many people out there don't have the courage and the confidence to go out and fight for what they believe in. Instead, we live in regret and fear of knowing they could have made a change. Emiliano Zapata, one of the most known figures in the Mexican Revolution, fought for his beliefs. When I lived in Mexico, whenever I was young, I went to a school that was named after him. I was always curious to know who was this guy and what did he do, for the school to be named after him. And so I decided to do some research on him. I will be discussing what Emiliano Zapata did for his family, his people, and how he made history. He was an important figure to the people and the country of Mexico for his great sacrifices and battles. He was an honest man who died fighting for what he believed in. He was born on August 8th of 1879 in a small town named Anencinco. It's in the Mexican state of Morelos. He had to grow up fast since his dad died in a very young age, and so he had to find a way to support his family, his 9 siblings and his mother. So he became a horse trainer and a sharecropper. He grew up conscripted into the army for 7 years, and then he became he was officially in charge of the village council. And so he was responsible for the welfare of his family and the people. At that time, Zapata did not like how Mexico was being governed at the time. It was under dictatorship under a guy named Porfirio Diaz. Porfirio Diaz ran Mexico for more years than any other president. His plan was to remain in power and by the use of corruption and violence, especially against the poor. Later on, hacienda owners came over and took over the land, the region that Zapata was in charge of, and built more haciendas and took over people and forced them to do their labor. Zapata later on met a politician, and they made an alliance to overthrow Diaz. And later on, Madero became president, and he broke his promise with Zapata. And so Zapata wasn't very happy about this. And so he came up with his own plan. The Plan of Ayala was a drafted document that called for land and freedom, and also the denunciation of Madero. And so this led to a battle between Zapatistas and Maderistas, which were Zapata's followers and Madero's followers. Madero later on during the battle was assassinated and betrayed by one of his generals, and it was an unexpected thing. And so this ended the war. After Madero is killed, Zapata continues to fight for what he believes in. And so he would rebel against anyone who would get in the way of his plan. On April 10th of 1919, Zapata was tricked into a meeting by a general that wanted to join him. And so as Zapata arrived to the meeting, it was a trap, so they killed him. Although Zapata didn't achieve his goal, he never gave up until his last breath. Emiliano Zapata was an honest man who made great sacrifices in countless battles in order to achieve what he believed was right. Tierra y libertad, which means land and freedom. It was a great quote that he would use during his battles, and that would give him inspiration whenever he would fight in the war.